Super. BS. Well, it is us, Super BS, a podcast about video games mostly. It's I Lovable Babe and mostly BS. It's I Lovable Baby Boy Brank, back from the dead, ready to break some bread. I'm joined by someone we call the Glass Man. Glass Man, reveal yourself to the audience so they know who we're talking about.
I guess that's me, Gerald Glassford.
The Glass Man.
I didn't know I was the Glass Man. Somebody didn't let me know about that.
As Mr.
Is that like
Glass.
Bruce Willis and Unbreakable?
That is actually
that didn't bode well for him.
That's Samuel L. Jackson in Unbreakable's Mr.
Gotcha.
Glass. And
You've
they
seen
did
one M. Night Shyamalan movie. You've seen them all, right?
Did you guys ever watch the final? Like, they did a sequel to Unbreakable. Did you ever watch that one or no?
I own it, and my wife was like, "Hey, we should watch this one night," and I said, "Sure," and we never did. So I haven't watched.
So you hate fun. It was actually a very fun
Yes.
movie. Okay, and that third voice is somebody very, very despised. Reveal yourself.
Oh, it is I, Jank,
The despised
AKA
one.
the despised one.
Ooh, oh, we despise you. Okay, well, before we get to all the cool stuff going on, we want to tell you to check us out on Instagram at SuperBSGamescast or shoot us an email at superbsgamescast@gmail.com so we can keep in touch with you. So shoot us your questions and your fan mail and your fan art about us, because you know that we know you love to draw that fan art about us. But the main thing I brought you guys here today is to celebrate, because today is a very special day. It's Mario Day. How have you guys been doing your celebration for Mario Day? Have you just been saying your it's a me's all day?
I went outside and I ate all the mushrooms in the yard. I don't know if any of them were actually edible.
Did you grow bigger?
I mean, my face turned red, so I don't know if that's any indication. But
you got the skinny Mario mushroom, the one that turns you into a freak. I don't know if you've seen that from Super Mario Maker. They have the very skinny, scary Mario that you can become if you get the wrong mushroom.
I've seen pictures of it, yes.
I've been just doing plumbing projects in celebration today because that's his job. So I've been just, without people asking, I've been going into their homes and working on their toilets. I don't know how to do it, so it's been going pretty bad. But yeah, it's a celebration. Gerald, how have you been celebrating your Mario Day?
By playing Avowed. I think it's the best way to do it.
The best well-known Nintendo game, Avowed.
And there's some platforming in it.
There's a secret villain in that game, I hear.
Yeah, it's Koopa. King Koopa is the secret villain. He's with the bears, the main enemy from the game, which is grizzly bears. The Avowed developers knew that we all hate grizzly bears in California.
Let me stay right there for a minute. That bear was freaking hard in that, because I finally got the first one that you fight, that the one where you're in the forest and you're
dude, I fought so many bears in that game. I literally
the one that's it's a boss bear. It's a boss bear.
I think there's a couple boss bears.
Oh, anyways, I don't know which one it was, but it was the first one I fought was hard, man.
Oh, are you talking about the one that's part of the quest where the guy you save the guy and then he goes into the next room and yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I know
level up. You can't level up before that though. I mean,
yes, you can.
Get like a set amount of bad guys. It felt like, so I didn't know if I could like go back and fight more things before I went back to the bear, but man, that was hard.
So I stumbled upon that main quest. So I already did like a bunch of quests before it. So I didn't even know that. Yeah, I was like way overpowered. It was a very easy fight. But yeah, I guess if you that game is not made to be mainland. I was actually talking about that with the doctor recently, how they really designed the game to be like go and explore and do everything. And that's what the leveling system is designed for. And if you don't play it the way that they designed the game for, even though you don't have to, it's a really challenging game. But if you actually go and play the game the way they wanted you to without telling you had to play that way, the game's not bad. It's just it's a very weird dynamic, right? Like instead of making a bunch of main quests, they made a bunch of side quests that kind of aren't optional if you want the game to be reasonably easy.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And Gerald, besides celebrating with Vowed, did any of you guys pick up any of those sweet Nintendo deals today? I mean, we're talking $20 off games that are 7+ years old. Did you guys get any of those?
There was a ton. Yeah, I saw a lot of $5 and under titles.
I don't know about those. Those are the
75%,
Nintendo
80%.
The Switch shop?
No, on Xbox, on the Xbox shop. Yeah.
I like how this Mario Day, Gerald is dead set on only discussing Microsoft. Gerald, it's Mario's birthday, okay? Everybody knows he was born on March 10th. We have to respect him.
No, Mario, it's the acronym for Xbox, right? It's Master Chief, always right
I'm
in front.
saying right now, there's still some great deals out there for Xbox fans. So there you go. But yeah, Mario, yeah, wow. All right, I've been playing Mario since 1981, so you're gonna have to give me a break here. I've seen my share of Mario. So.
Well, did you play Mario Wonder? Because it's on sale for $41.99. Okay, that game's only 2 years old.
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, it was pretty fun. I don't know if you guys
Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong. Yeah, that's my Mario. That's my jam. Mario Brothers.
That's my Mario. Okay.
Yeah, I'm more of a
go down to the liquor store and play Mario Brothers.
Yeah, John Leguizamo is Luigi, okay? And you get that dirty name out of your mouth. When you're talking about Mario, it's Anthony Hopkins only, okay?
No, not Bob Hoskins.
Or Bob Hoskins. I wish it was Anthony Hopkins.
I like how I made an ass out of myself and then you made one right afterwards.
Well, hey, Bob Hoskins, Anthony Hopkins, they're actually brothers. Somebody misheard their name once, so I was pretty much saying the same thing about the same guy. And they have the same accent. They both were the dad in Thor.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
They both
during the other one's tryout for Silence of the Lambs, he said, "Hello, Peach," right instead of "Hello, Clarice."
That's awesome. Yeah, I would love the idea of a movie kind of like the Mortal Kombat. What was the second one called? Annihilation. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, where they replaced over half of the actors with different actors for the same characters, and instead of that, we just have Bob Hoskins for the next Zeus character or Odin character for the next Thor movie. You're like, wait, wasn't that Anthony Hopkins who died? Now it's Bob Hoskins. Okay, the better actor of the two. Oscar winner Bob Hoskins. Was Bob Hoskins like a good actor? Nobody will know. John Leguizamo, he was great, but he was Luigi. Not. Oh man, Bob Hoskins is dead, dude.
Oh.
Yes.
How could you talk about the dead that way?
I didn't. You talked about him. You invoked his name on the podcast.
Dare talk about the dead that way? Okay, I'm trying to just build up those people and celebrate their lives. Okay, this is a celebration of life day. That's why it's Mario Day. Ever heard about it? But the main thing that I like celebrating is the games that we all love to play, aka the announcement of what we discussed last week: Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4. So if you're watching us right now, you're seeing on your screen some crazy cool stuff once I share this, because I definitely know how to share stuff on this. So don't you dare ask me if I do or don't know this. But yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4. Did you guys watch the trailer?
No.
You did not watch the trailer?
Oh, there it is. I'm watching it now. I'm seeing it now. Tony Hawk 7. Yeah.
I cannot wait, dude. This is going to be so much fun. It is made by Iron Galaxy instead of Vicarious Visions, so I'm a little bit worried. If you guys remember, Activision pulled off like every team off everything else and put them all in Call of Duty before Microsoft bought them. So, but yeah, look at those graphics. Look at that glow up right there. Whoa. You see that? Dude, I cannot wait. Are you guys going to play it? It's part of Game Pass.
Yeah, I'll play it.
I'll try because it's going to be part of Game Pass, yes. But Mike, again, it goes back to all these titles, these old IPs that come out. Does the audience that's going to be doing most of the purchasing actually care about all these older IPs? Or is it just, the guys who have a little bit of age and experience on them like us?
But the thing is, you're forgetting that the people like us are the only people paying for anything because all the kids have no money and they're lucky if they get one game a year as a gift.
Well, they're all doing the free to play.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, they need to actually placate us, as crazy as that sounds, right? Because we are like the age that's aging out of gaming hardcore. We're also the only group that's not just playing Fortnite and Minecraft and Roblox all day and asking for bucks for one of those 3 games, right? So I do think, like, yeah, is it, should they focus on the new generation at some point? Sure. Once those people can buy something that's not a PS4, I'm all for it. This game is going to be on PS4 and Switch and Steam Deck and Xbox One, I think, even, and Series X and PS5 as well, of course. But it's, the kids aren't buying games. When I go and work with children, most of the games they bring up are either incredibly old games or Roblox, Minecraft, and Fortnite. I think only Jank's children are the only ones who play any games made in the last decade. I feel like.
I'm
Do the girls?
raising them right.
You're
man.
raising them right, man. You got them on that. You get them on that Candy Quest or whatever the candy game is that's on phones. You get them on those. What is that? Candy Crush, right? That was the big iPhone game that came out when we were all young. Well, anyways, I can't wait. I think this is going to be super exciting. I'm really excited that they just like made this. They didn't have to. Definitely felt like it was never going to happen. So yeah, it's very, very cool. On top of that, what we might be able to play it on is the rumored Xbox gaming handheld. Does anybody want to take the rumor from Jez Corden of Windows Central, a notoriously correct Xbox leaker? Does anyone know?
Well, look, I posted the link in the article in the chat for everyone out there.
Whoa.
It says that Xbox hardware's fight back begins with a gaming handheld planned for later this year, supposedly.
Isn't that crazy?
Next year. Yes.
It is. Phil Spencer said it was not for a couple years, and here we go.
Yeah, and the other thing that's really surprising about the rumor is that the next gen is no longer going to be coming in 2025 or 2026 like it was supposed to originally. If you're seeing my screen, I love these pop-ups. That's why I have them all on. But yeah, it's now coming in 2027. So hopefully, I'm still hoping Microsoft cares enough about their gaming division. But yeah, I'm happy that they are they're kind of giving up on like or pushing back, I should say, the next gen, because I just feel like if they beat Sony this time, I don't know if it matters. I just hope this gaming handheld, they either have plans for revision to match up with the new one, or they're going to be able to be cross-compatible in some way, because I don't want to have to like buy this and then 2 years later no games work on it.
So, I mean, what else is it rumored to do besides play Games Pass stuff? Like, can you do Steam on there, or?
I mean, we don't know. It's all rumor. If it has Steam on there, then like I'm all for it, right? Because I'm a big. I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm a Steam Deck owner. I own the Steam Deck OLED. Don't know if you guys know.
What is that? No.
Yeah.
So the only like, because otherwise, why does it exist? You know, because I mean, we could just play.
You can't play Game Pass games easily.
I needed to play Xbox Games Pass, of course, Steam. What else is there out there?
You're still streaming.
I need to play. I need to do Ubisoft. I needed to do Epic. I needed to do.
I think you guys are.
I need to do my mod stuff. Yeah,
I think you're going to be really disappointed.
I'm just trying to figure out why it exists. You know, if it doesn't do, if it's only Xbox stuff, because you can just stream things. Like, why? What's the point? You know.
So currently, the only way to play Xbox Game Pass games natively on a handheld is to buy the Lenovo Legion Go or the Asus ROG Ally X or one of the other very high-end gaming handheld PCs. Right? Those are super expensive. They have Windows on them, so they run terribly. Right? That's why like the Steam Deck almost performs the same as a lot of them, even though they're way more powerful and way more expensive, is because they have to run Windows, which is like a graphics and RAM hog, right? So I truly think this device is just going to play Xbox games. I wish it would play Steam games, but I don't think it's going to play any other PC games besides Xbox games. So I think everybody needs to set their expectation. I'm also guessing it's going to come in under $600. So, which for those handheld gaming, that's kind of in line, right? The Steam Deck high end is about $500. You can get a low end one for about $300.
So here's the other thing, though, too. What made the handheld console market so interesting back when we were younger was the fact that there were games made exclusively for these handhelds, right? Like the PSP had its own titles that were exclusive, Nintendo DS, things like that. Where's the selling point for this? You know, like they're obviously not going to have games exclusive to the Xbox handheld. It's really just a Games Pass machine.
It's the selling point is you're going on a trip and you want to play the game that you like, and Xbox has a very good cloud service system, right? Like
I never leave my house, so I'm just
So say Gerald goes on a trip and he's playing Avowed and he wants to play it and run it at like 30 or 45 FPS and he knows it's going to work. That's what this is for, right? Kind of like the Steam Deck. But the thing is, the one issue with the Steam Deck is if you do not have a high-powered PC, you can't just like switch to a great graphics mode, right? It's going to be best in the handheld portable. What this is probably going to do is you just turn those games on your Xbox, they update their save files from the cloud, and then boom, you're back in, right? So that's really what it is. This is a niche product. I don't think they're planning on selling more than 30% of what they sell Xboxes. Xbox is notoriously like a third of what PS5 sells. So this isn't going to be some like mainstream 10 to 100 million seller. This is probably going to be like a 5 to 10 million selling handheld console. But I mean, for the right thing, if it does enough, like if it does Steam, 100% I'm buying one. But even if it doesn't do Steam and it's good enough, I have like 300 or 400 Xbox games. If you're saying I can play all of those natively very easy, I might do it, right? The only thing that's hard for me is I already have a Steam Deck and a Switch. So for people like me, it's going to be really hard to be like, well, I need this third portable. I technically have a PlayStation Portable that I've been trying to offload for the last 3 months since I got the 50th anniversary one. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like I think it's there is a market for it. It's just a much smaller market than like if it would have come out, before the Steam Deck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, like I want to know more about it, I guess, before I naysay it. But I'm kind of looking at it right now. It's like, yeah, it's a cool idea, but what exactly is going to push me towards wanting to buy it?
I mean, I don't think anything's going to be like, you're not going to have Mario or something. It's going to be like, oh, I have to buy this because of it, right? But I think if you want to play those games on the go, or say, your kids get older and they want to use the TV and you really want to play stuff. Now, the hard part is you also have a gaming laptop. This isn't for people who have gaming laptops. This is for people who, all they're going for is Xbox only things, right? Like maybe they have a PC, maybe they don't. But if you have a high-end gaming laptop, this isn't really for you, because you can already just download games to your Xbox and bring a controller with you, or to Game Pass and bring a controller with you, and you're good, So yeah, I don't know. This is a small market, but like I said, if the price point's right, if it's 500 to 600 and the power is there and it runs games like a high Series S or even a low Series X, and you could play your next gen Xbox titles, man, if I could play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on a portable right now, I would be so down. You know what I mean? Like something that like I can take with me. But yeah, I know that you guys love it. I can tell that it's your dream console. Since we're gonna stick on,
that's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. But the problem is, it has to do all those other stuff too. Before I invest something $500-$600 for a handheld, it has to do all the things I want to do, including Games Pass. And if it doesn't, I'm not going to spend that money.
I think it's gonna be. I could be wrong, but I will be very surprised if it's a native Windows app, meaning it just runs regular Windows, because then they have to figure out the touchscreen and all the mouse inputs and stuff like that. And if it's not native Windows, that means they have to create an OS for it to run. And I just don't think all of those other companies are going to create like OS, an Xbox OS version of their launchers, right? Like the Steam Deck, the hardest part is if you want to play stuff on Ubisoft or one of those other services, right? Those launchers like GOG, Epic, you have to install a third-party launcher, and that's on Linux. That's really open source. Microsoft is not known for putting out like really open source OSs, right? They're not known for like, oh, just put whatever you want on our Xbox. Doesn't matter. Here's your home screen. Put whatever you want and just design it the way you want, right? Like that's not. They're known for having like a console, a closed ecosystem. So we'll see. I'm pretty optimistic, but I think, Gerald, you're probably going to be disappointed. And Josh, I don't know if you're going to think it's worth the money. I don't know. I think it's going to be way more of a niche than even the Steam Deck. So dream thing, though, besides the thing you asked for, Gerald, what is one other thing that would make you get this tech? Besides, let's remove two things from the equation. No first-party games for it, because it's just unlikely. And no full Windows compatibility, meaning other launchers. Is there anything else that could sell you on this Xbox handheld?
No, it wouldn't, because I can't just. Okay. I'm not going to spend $600 on a handheld Games Pass.
Okay,
it just doesn't make economical sense right now. It has to do all the things I wanted to do. Otherwise, I'm just not going to do it. It's just that simple. I mean, if it does everything that I want it to do, then by all means, by all means.
I hope it's gonna hit what you need. Okay, I hope it's the gaming console you've been dreaming of. It's the one that you're seeing in the white dress when it's walking down the aisle and the smooches are coming, right? And all your family and friends are there, and you can't wait for that kiss. But I don't know if it's gonna be the kiss that you want. Jank, is there anything that I could do for you? Any
You
reason to get
really
you to?
pulled hard on that metaphor. That was impressive.
Well, thank
I
you.
kept thinking here, like, when's he gonna stop? And then
I
he just
am
kept
going to
going,
marry an
man.
Xbox by the end of this year. Okay,
Sounds like it.
Now pronounce you Brian and
Shall we
your Xbox
shall we
Series
tell the
X.
significant other?
I cannot tell her. Okay, it's a secret. It's
Okay.
infidelity.
He's cheating on you. He's cheating on you.
Cheating on
What's
you
the
with an
name?
Xbox.
Xbox.
Jank, anything that will get you to buy one of these if it comes in at 500 or 600, which is probably what the price will be.
I don't know, man. It honestly, like, right, for me, it depends on like where I'm at in life at that moment, because we're with 5 kids, my finances go up and down, man. So it's it all depends.
Just
I'm not
get them working in the coal mine, and then your finances are just going
I
up.
was thinking about
Okay.
that. I was like, I don't know why they got rid of the factory system. It worked back in the day, right? Why do we not have that anymore? But
Have you
I
ever
don't make
heard
the rules.
about lying about your kid's age when you do the application for McDonald's for them and then you just drop them off? I don't think they'll know. Okay. They'll probably just be like, seems right to me,
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
of
you
course.
get them the job, you get their money pays for your games. Okay. And that's it, man. That's how you win this. The rumor is too that it could be up to $800. I do not know if that's true, but man, if that is, they
For
are
that
going to
price,
be.
it needs to do everything I wanted to do. Otherwise, I'm not even looking at it.
Yeah,
Not even looking at it.
I mean, 800. If it actually is 800, and they're not talking about the next gen console, which if that's 800, then they're also in trouble. But anything at $800 right now is gonna have a hard sell, I think, for most of society. I think if they can't get things in at the $400 to $500 range, I think it's just gonna be tricky, right? Like the Steam Deck, I think has sold 3.5 or 4 million units, and you can buy it for under $300 pretty frequently. So. And it plays literally thousands of games that you can buy for fractions of prices. So if they can't even sell 4 million units of a very well-made handheld that can play thousands of games, I just don't know what Microsoft's going to be able to do. But I'm glad they're doing it. I will be, even though I'm saying like naysaying stuff, I'm glad they're doing it. We need to see some innovation, even though it's not like truly innovative, or innovative, I guess. I think we need to see more of this idea of like, hey, I want to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with me when I go out of town, and I want it to work well. And I don't want to have to buy a Steam copy because I don't have a PC. So, you know what I mean? Like, I want this to work where I can just play the console that I have, and I want to play the game on it when I go.
Yeah. I understand from that point of view.
And, the main thing that you guys will love about it is it's all digital because you guys hate physical goods. And that brings me to this part, which is called the anti-physical corner, where Jank and Gerald will bring each one piece of physical goods and they will burn them in front of us. So we have a trash fire that we're placing right behind you. Bring them on in, guys. Yes, you can choose which items you want to burn. No, you guys wanted to do something called the Collector's Corner. We're bringing it back from the dead, and it's ready to break some bread. What are you guys bringing to show us off? Okay, what show and tell item are you going to take to the teacher? Okay, I'm the teacher in this scenario.
All right, Gerald, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Just knock all 5 of them. Knock all 5 of your picks out at once.
But the problem is, first off, it's so great when you have an awesome relationship with a fantabulous company out here that specializes in video game resales named Retro City Games, but it's bad for your physical gaming collection because you don't have much of one left. But the one thing I'm going to show you, I could show you the Concord, but I'm going to save that for another day.
Man, we don't want to say that's way too special. Don't even touch those without gloves, okay? It's
I'm looking at it right now, though. I'm looking at it right now. It's in there. But in my case, one of my prized things, it's not even actual. They don't even have an actual copy to copy of this on price charting. They only have similar things. This I believe, was sold at Best Buy, and then also as well. at my game store. This is an Assassin's Creed limited edition art book and Prima official game guide sealed bundle.
And it's the
So
only one ever sold. That's the more interesting thing because no one ever bought a
I
second.
well, you know what? That's possibly the case, but yeah, it's one of a kind. Could be possibly because I don't see it. I only see one or the other on price charting. I don't see them as a bundle. I've not been able to find it on eBay, so that's what I have
I
right
would
now
put
for you
it up
guys.
for $75,000 and then see who buys it because I think that's probably the value of it. Isn't Prima out of business or are they still kicking?
I think they're still kicking.
Really?
Some
Okay.
form or fashion.
I know my favorite
they
game
don't buy
guide company.
physical guides anymore, though, right?
I don't know.
No, but I think they are still keep. I think they are. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Oh no, Prima Games does not exist anymore as of early 2019.
Oh wow.
My old video game like guidebook company that I used to buy for every game was called Brady Games because I think they had the exclusive rights for the Square Enix or Squaresoft lineup. So I would always buy every time I get a new RPG, I would normally buy a strategy guide. Looking back now, I guess the only reason I did it is so I could find where the treasure chests were because otherwise most RPGs you don't really need a guide. You just kind of like walk on a path and then go fight bosses and then start, cutscenes. But yeah, when I was a kid, if there was a guide for a Final Fantasy game, I would definitely get it. Now, Jank was ashamed of his physical collection, so that's why he stormed off. Do you have anything else to bring to this collector's corner, or are we just one and done?
Again, if this is going to be a regular thing, I'm going to save it because I only have essentially. I mean, I could show you, guys, all the stuff I have as far as collections here, as far as
I see it.
All the PR stuff that I have. And maybe we could save that for other shows down. Like,
Okay.
I only have actually one physical row left of video game related video games.
Okay.
So I will let Jank go ahead and
Jank,
take over from here.
It's your floor. Okay. It's your ball where I'll just dance it here.
Okay, I got a few games. I've sold actually a lot. Like I've collected. You've seen on Super BS over the years. Like I've had a lot of like a big collection of games, but it's kind of dwindled, as the baby's been born. Those hospital bills come around, man. But
you sold them for only a 50% loss each time, so it wasn't too bad.
If that, yeah.
Wait, did you actually make any money on any of them, or did you lose money on every single one of them?
I'm pretty sure I lost quite a bit of money on them. We're in tight spots, man. But here's some of the things I got left. All right, here's 5 of my 1.5 rows of video games left. All right, I got a goodie here, and I keep wanting to go back and replay this one. I got Resistance: Fall of Man.
Nice.
That one is worth probably $2 billion today.
It's worth like $3. It's not going for any.
You have the non-red label version. Okay, that's probably add an extra $1 to that. Okay, you could sell for $4.
I got this copy of Guardians Crusade.
I can't see that very well. Okay. I can kind of see it. I like the reflection. That's the main thing I like is the glare.
I'm trying to tilt it a little bit.
This game does look dope. When did you just buy it randomly, or like how did you end up with a copy of this thing?
So I bought this back the year right before COVID happened. I was trying to collect like the old games from my childhood, and I was like, oh, Guardians Crusade I really love, because that was the same year I went and rebought like Urgi's God Bless the Ring, Legend of Legaia, Brave Fencer Musashi, all those games. But yeah, this was one I always loved. It's just for some reason it had like slipped my mind that I enjoyed this game until I bought another copy of it. But
one funny thing is it's an Activision turn-based RPG. Right. I wonder if it's like the last time they ever published a turn. I can't even think of another Activision turn-based RPG.
No, really. And this was weird. It was weird because this had a huge feature in PlayStation Magazine, and that's like what got me turned on to it.
Okay. Looks cool. I'm looking at some pics right now, man. I have never even seen a Guardians Crusade. Okay,
it's such a cult classic too amongst like RPG fans. I don't know why they never revisited that world. But
was it fun though, or no?
Yeah, it was fun, man. Like I mean, it was as fun as a turn-based RPG could be. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Because you know what, one that I wish they would actually bring back, and I'm going to share my screen a little bit so people were like, hey, I don't know what Guardians Crusade is. I'm gonna allow you guys to see this bad boy. I wish they would bring back Legend of Dragoon because I never finished that game, and
Yes,
that game.
yes.
I don't know why Sony is like dragging their heels on it. I wonder if it would cost too much money to make or what the
Sony
problem
owns a
is.
lot of IPs that could make a lot of money if they were to go back to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that they go back to these IP at some point, like you said, but I'm less optimistic.
Yeah. Oh, same thing
Okay.
we talked about with Legend of Legaia, right? Like that would be one that has entire Reddit boards dedicated to people wanting a remake of it, and they never touch it.
Okay. Well, give us another one, man. We need it.
All right, I bought this one actually this weekend. I got Alan Wake 2 finally.
Oh, nice. Okay, did
Some of
that just come out? Because I feel like that was a later launch. Because I know it was digital only at launch.
Yeah, digital. The physical edition came out in October. I had it on pre-order at GameStop, and they never called me to tell me the game came out. So I was there the other day, and I was like, "Hey,
That's
did this ever
GameStop.
come out?" Yeah, and they're like, "Oh yeah, they had it sitting in a drawer with dust all over it."
That's what it's all about, man. I mean, you got to get that dust. Did you lick it just a taste to make sure the dust wasn't too
I
old?
did. I actually had him open it for me so I could lick it.
Okay,
did they give you a break on it?
Yeah. No, they did not actually. That's GameStop.
Oh,
We're actually
because
we had 4 GameStops out here in Waco, and
Okay.
3 of them went out of business. There's only one
wow.
left. Yeah, within the
well, no,
past month.
the reason why I'm saying because Alan Wake is on sale right now on digital.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh yeah, no.
Well, physical is generally more expensive than digital, except for when it goes on those crazy deep discounts where you're going to be like, hey, this is now $10 or whatever nonsense they do. Yeah. So wait, real quick, I want to circle back to that. You said 3 of the 4 GameStops went out of business in the last few months.
In the last, it was crazy. Like there was one that was open, fully stocked, and then the because I was in there, and then the next week they were gone. Like it was just completely.
I wonder if 2025 is their last year. I've been waiting for them to essentially like close permanently, but I don't know. Like not that I'm like excited. I don't want people to lose their jobs or anything. It's just they're not a great store. So I don't, and I do think if they close, it will give opportunities to mom and pop stores. Cause I do think there will be a few, some people still want to see physical video games, right? Like, so Gerald with Retro City Games, like I don't think those places have to go out of business as long as they're just really wise with the way they purchase and sell.
Yeah. So they stopped. So I know we'll get to Pokemon cards in a minute, but they stopped selling Pokemon cards online because they're trying to drive that crazy foot traffic into their stores. Okay. So you can only buy Pokemon cards from them in store, but they're not like they never have stock of them. We'll talk about that in a minute. Pokemon cards are crazy, but yeah, so they're trying all these gimmicks. They've got the retro gaming gimmick going on, and it's, they're like, oh, we all sell retro games, but they have a little teeny tiny case with like 1 DS in it. It's not the same experience that you could get going to a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping that I don't own physical games, right? Like that's kind of thing. When we're talking about this, I think I have like 4 modern games that aren't Switch games. But I still like those stores. Like I like the idea of knowing they're around, right? Like when Toys R Us closed, I wasn't like cheering, right? It was like a sad thing. That's where I went all the time as a kid. That's where I saw Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, right? Was on their screens, their displays. It's where I played and bought most of my Dreamcast games for the year it was relevant, right? But yeah, it doesn't change the fact that like GameStop is a dying dinosaur that made a million bad decisions. So anyways, what's another one? You had 5 games. You got Alan Wake 2.
Here, let me just show you my last 2. They're Xbox titles. I got the original Forza.
Nice.
Oops. There we go.
That's,
and the OG copy of Halo before it had the gold medal on it. Like this is one of the very first runs of Halo.
Tell everybody what you're pricing these out on your eBay, okay? Is it going for?
They're not for sale, man. No, these are the ones I've been like avoiding trying to sell. So hopefully we don't get that desperate.
We're gonna get those online really quick today, okay, guys? Bargain sale, $2 for Halo. So, no, I think I have both my Halo 1 and my Halo 2 copies still. I don't know if I sold my Halo 3 collector's edition or not, just because like I have it digitally, right? And I have the Master Chief collection that has all of them. Okay. So we finished all of our collecting, except for we've got one thing that we want to do again from last week because you guys loved it. You demanded it. We have something that Jank loves to get a million of because he's gonna become the Bitcoin trader of this. Jank, tell everybody what you got.
All right, I got here 3 packs of cards. All right,
Whoa.
one. I have
You
Pokemon.
got to show us. I don't know. I can't see. And for those of
So
you
this
watching live,
is Battle Partners. So this is in English is the Journey Together set, and it's already completely sold out everywhere. This is the Japanese
what?
version. So
And we're gonna get a first peek at this completely
Yo.
sold out, never before seen
You can get
collection
the
that you cannot.
Japanese cards pretty easy, but
No, you can't. You can't find them
okay.
anywhere. Okay, just
So
on this podcast.
let me share my screen here. Hold on, give me a second.
Whoa. We're doing the dual camera action. What you don't know about Jank's setup is even though there's a lot of boxes behind him, he actually has a full production studio that you can't see on camera. So there's like
true.
32 good cameras.
Okay, so here is what we're doing here. All right, the one that we are trying to get is
it is called Blastoise.
all right.
The original.
Okay, so here's the. Is it going through? Did I not? Okay, there we go. All right, so what we want is this Clefairy. Like this is the big hit, right? PSA graded 10, worth $730.
Do you have your gloves, or are you just gonna ruin this and get if you find it, you're gonna get a PSA?
I'm gonna tear it open. All right, here we go. Ready?
Okay, well, you're gonna get a PSA grade 8 if you do that, but.
I know it's gonna get all bent. These Japanese packs are so hard to open, man.
Oh man, you got to be incredible Hulk strength to open one of those Japanese packs, man. You've been twisting, you've been doing your crunches and your push-ups and your pull-ups because you got to do that.
Obviously not. All right, here we go. Okay, so first card. I can't read this. All right,
I can't read either. I just can't read. Period.
There's a dog. Oh my gosh! All right, so here we got a full art card.
Whoa, what's a full art card?
It's a card that takes up the entire card. You know, so where it's like these guys have you know, the little.
Don't put it so close to the camera. There you go. Like right there. Yeah, right about there. Yeah, that's good.
So there we go. So I'm gonna look at the number. Okay, can I move now? All right, I'm gonna look at the number on the card here. So that's 120. So I'm gonna look up the let's see.
These full Pokemon art cards, are they like brand new? I don't remember these from when we were kids. And I'm looking at like a YouTube picture where it seems like they've now become the normal.
Yeah, well, that's where all the collector cards are. It's like the chases. So this one right here, PSA graded 10 is 51.33.
Whoa, man.
You know, it's not going to put me in another tax bracket.
But you can buy your whole pack or whatever, right? I doubt your pack costs $50.
Pays for half a booster box. Oh, okay, that was the other thing. These packs of cards, right? I was at the mall today. For these 3 packs of cards, it cost me $40. Like that's how high the inflation on trading cards has gotten.
Did you have to go to like a reseller or something, or why is it so expensive?
No, I just went to the store. Every store in our mall, like you used to be able to buy a pack of cards for $5, right? So these prismatic evolution packs right here that I got, the guy cut me a deal because he, you know, I see him at like the shows and stuff, but he this going online, the cheapest one is like $20 for a single pack of cards.
Really? I'm looking right now and it looks like it's $13.
For where are you at? What
TCGplayer.com.
So that shows shipping. It says it's as low as. So when you look at the like, sometimes those are open, sometimes they're the Japanese packs.
Unopened, $12.99, shipping included. I mean, you don't have to. You can pay more. You pay more if you want, but
yeah, I mean, if that's a good deal. But anyways, all right. So here's the next one. We're gonna go into prismatic evolutions. So here's the.
Wait, did you get anything else good from the other ones or no?
No, everything else is worth like $1.25.
Oh, okay. Do you have any funny ones?
No.
None of them were funny also. Man, these Pokemon cards suck. They're not funny. They're not good. You're getting nothing.
Okay, so here, I'm going to share the screen again. So here's the hits that we want. Hey, where'd my screen go?
Your screen doesn't exist anymore. Okay?
No, it says in my screen. There we go. I want to go to Windows. Sorry, I'm not a master at maneuvering these windows around here.
Oh man, I'm a professional windowologist.
Okay, so look at the hits on this one, right? So you have Umbreon EX161 PSA grade 10, $3,200.
That is what you want. You want to get
single card. That's the one. But look, even a lot of these are selling for over $1,000.
I mean, you even just want to get
Espeon.
Umbrason or whatever it is, because you get $75. So get that Umbrason.
All right, so here let's crack this thing open
and crack a beer open at the same time on top of the cards.
Prismatic Evolutions.
I'm dumping beers on all of those cards right now.
Okay, open it up.
I like seeing that. I like seeing those cards open.
All right, here we go. All right, so I got a low punny.
Oh, we love low punny, man. That's the best one. He's very punny.
We got a Dreepy.
Love Dreepy.
Gerald, what's your favorite? Tank.
Is it a milk tank?
Milk tank. Yeah, let's go with milk tank.
Professor's research.
Professor what? Research?
Professor's research is a trainer card. Another trainer card. Techno or item.
I'm making a Pokemon deck. It's just trainer cards. I will lose.
Diplo
is actually the name.
Yeah, that's what I said. Earthen Vessel. All right, there we go with the Ancient.
They've really given up here, haven't they, the Pokemon Company?
Yeah, so here's a reverse hollow trainer card of someone named Crispin. Another reverse hollow of Litleo. And then here we go. There's
Little
the gold.
Lion Boy.
Oh, man. That was nothing. All right, just a Dusknoir. Nothing, no full art cards, nothing.
What's a Dusknoir?
It's a psychic Pokemon.
Can't get your money back on that one?
What is that one worth? Like $20?
Let's take a look. All right, I'm gonna put the number in here.
You got your $50. You already paid off your whole pack. Okay, this is actually
this is pizza
money.
For a PSA 10, it's $38.95. Ungraded, it's $1.82.
So the problem is you have to pay for these to get graded, right? We talked about
you
this
have to pay. Yeah,
you have to pay $100.
So you can go to GameStop, and GameStop will actually grade single cards. So you have to, if you do through PSA's website, it's like $16 per card, but you have to do 20 cards.
So, but does GameStop's rating like hold up as much as whatever PSA is?
They're partnered with PSA.
They're aligned with PSA.
And they're aligned with TSA too. That's why when you go to GameStop,
this is their lifeline, Frank. You understand? They're trying everything. They went into cell phones. They went into a whole bunch of stuff.
I mean,
they're trying plushies.
They're selling used underwear now. Okay, they've run out of.
They'll do it if they can keep the doors open.
I would love it because it's like GameStop is not really doesn't have anything to do with games anymore at all. So it's just like sell whatever trash you can. Do you have any more?
I'm going to crack open this last pack, man.
Okay, guys, this is the big money one, okay? This is the slot when you think you're out of money and you've lost all hope and everyone in your family's dying of some disease that you need $1 million for, and then you pull this, and then you get $1 million pull, okay? So this is that for Jank. And Jank, can you tell us what this pack is called? Is it Pokemon Red?
From so Bandai has made a card game out of all their bunch of anime properties called
so this
Union
isn't
Arena.
Even Pokemon?
No, but this one's getting pretty hot here.
I thought I'm just gonna open it.
We were, but like
why don't you just do the Disney one at this point too? Those look cooler at least. Have you ever seen those Disney ones? Have you seen the Disney ones?
Yeah, the Lorcana.
Yeah, those are cool. Why don't you do anything with those?
I don't know.
You don't know? Are these worth anything? Is any of these cards worth something? Like,
so when I get the holographic, I'm gonna look it up. So let me give me a second. All right, so here I'm just gonna skip to the valuable card.
Gerald, are you jealous right now about all these cool cards that Jank gets to open and love? And
he's not getting any good ones, man. I want really good ones. Once a page.
Gerald,
with a Togue, Inumaki, and a Yuji Itadori. So I'm gonna look up the prices on
Gerald.
These guys.
Stop being so greedy. You already have Concord, okay? It's going to buy you a new home. You do not need more than one Concord in your life. So you get more Concords. People are going to go crazy, man. They're going to riot at this show. They're going to be like, he's the 0.1%er because he's got those 2 copies of Concord.
Okay.
Tell us
price
what these
charting doesn't seem to be dealing much in Union.
They don't
Arena.
acknowledge
so we're gonna skip this.
Whatever this
Forget
is.
that I opened this pack of cards. All right, I'll look it up on
Why
my
don't
own.
you just
later.
reseal it with some tape and try to take it back? So real talk. Besides Yu-Gi-Oh, how many types of other card things are we talking about? I know Disney's got one. I know Magic still exists. I know Pokemon's got one.
Magic, Pokemon. Yeah, there's Bandai Union Arena. There's a Gundam card game coming out. There is a thing called Battle Spirits where they take a bunch of old like mech animes and have the cards and they fight each other.
There's a Super BS Gamescast one. It's just the three of us.
That's right.
Very boring, but you can play. It's just three people.
Dragon Ball is the other pretty big one right now.
The three of us, and then the other card is a mic, and everybody has to have one mic. That's the thing. So if you don't get a mic for your star player, you're dead. So you better hope you draw that mic in the 2 cards that you can have. So we're creating. That's actually what this was all about. We are creating a trading card game, and we hope that
and jobs too, right?
And jobs. We're creating jobs through the trading card game, and I'm actually going over to Mexico right now to create them, and then I'm shipping them over here. There's gonna be no tariffs, so I'm pretty excited. That's why I decided to build my factory right over there. Okay, my boys, I love Pokemon packs and Yu-Gi-Ohs or whatever the third one that you opened was.
Jujutsu Kaisen, man. I never opened one of these packs before. I'm excited. I was excited about it.
Do you watch the show even, or it's a show?
I do,
right?
actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Is it the same as My Hero Academia, or is that a different one?
No, it's better. It's way better. Jujutsu Kaisen's awesome, man. It's better than Death Note.
Is it the same as Cowboy Bebop?
It's not the same. They're all different series, man.
Those are all the animes I've ever heard of. So, and Gerald, he's watching Dragon Ball Z every day. Okay, he's watched every single Dragon Ball episode. Gerald, where are you on your One Piece adventure? Did you follow all 9 million episodes of it? Have you seen them all?
No, just to watch the Netflix series, and then we were talking about
actually.
Josh and I talked about One Piece at the Lakers the other night, and
you went to a Lakers game without me.
There's a Lakers game that had a One Piece theme night, and those shirts that they gave out at the game with the One Piece right there, right on the front with Lakers and all that. You could rebuy it now on eBay for $150.
Did you get one?
Oh no, I didn't go to the game. I just watched.
Scalper's mark is real, man.
Gerald, you got to buy one of those One Piece Lakers crossover. You are the biggest One Piece fan I've ever met, and you're not going to.
Not to my knowledge. You're more a One Piece guy than I am.
There's only 3 of us on the show. So what's up?
I thought the series was okay.
I don't know. I thought pretty much every Netflix live action thing has not been super solid. Real quick, we're normally not talking about media that isn't gaming, but I just found out that The Accountant 2 is coming out soon. Did you guys watch the first one of those?
Yeah, it was at Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were at South by Southwest promoting it.
Matt Damon was there? He's not even in it.
He was just there to support his friend. I guess he's
what a loser.
I thought he's making the Odyssey right now from Christopher Nolan. That's a weird shooting schedule. Okay, I'm going to go like overseas, film that. Halfway through, I'm going to go help my buddy out at South by Southwest. Whatever. It's like, okay.
Man, Matt Damon is such a loser helping your friend out South by Southwest. Get a real job, Matt Damon. But no, I love The Accountant. I am a little bit surprised they don't have Anna Kendrick in this one because I don't know. It just felt weird to like not keep her in it. I don't remember what happened to her at the end of the first one though, so maybe it made more sense. But you know, it's got Ben Affleck, it's got John Bernthal. I'm all about it. I'm ready to watch it. Okay, I'm locked and loaded. Okay, bros. Next week, we're going to come back. I'm going to have wrapped up Yakuza Pirates. So we'll talk about that. Gerald is going to finish about 3 different playthroughs so we can talk about each of the endings. And all from the beginning. He will not even do a save scum at all. He's going to start.
Not a chance.
And then Jake has promised to finish at least 5 games. And you're going to have to talk about all of them in depth, book report style.
Yeah.
We also have our best of Switch games because we are going to be doing that soon as the Switch is dying. Okay, it's over. This is its end of life support. We are there for it. We want to celebrate its life. There's a lot. There's a lot coming out on Super BS. So follow us on Instagram and email us at superbsgamescast@gmail.com and start a Patreon for us, but also learn our bank account number so you can just send us the money. But you start the Patreon for us. So we appreciate that, and we are excited to go into business with you. Peace. Super.
BS.